How to be silently attractive. 12. Socially attractive habits. Stoic habits. In a world filled with noise, the power of silence often goes unnoticed. As Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. The ancient Stoics understood the strength in quiet confidence, a presence that captivates without a word. Imagine walking into a room and becoming the focal point, not because you're loud, but because your silence speaks volumes. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life. Today we'll explore how to harness the art of silent attraction through Stoic wisdom. If you've ever felt overshadowed in a noisy world, this is your moment to let your quiet strength shine. As Seneca said, silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life. Join us to discover how to turn heads with the subtle power of Stoic charm. Subscribe and be part of this journey, and let your silence speak louder than words. Number 1. Be you. In a world that constantly pushes us to conform, it's easy to mask our thoughts, mute our interests, or alter our opinions to fit in. However, Stoicism reminds us to return to our authentic selves. Embracing our true selves is not only the most magnetic quality we possess, but also a profound act of self-alignment. When we are true to ourselves, we resonate with those around us, sending out an unfiltered, unapologetic, and real signal that is irresistibly attractive. This kind of truth draws people in because authenticity is inherently magnetic. To delve deeper, being yourself means embracing your quirks, passions, and vulnerabilities. As Epictetus advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. It involves standing firm in your beliefs, despite external pressures, and finding comfort in your own skin. This genuine expression is your greatest asset. The Stoics revered virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, which guide us towards personal tranquility and happiness. By living these virtues, you not only become more attractive to others, but also attain inner peace. So, how can you start embracing the power of being you? Seneca offers a poignant reminder. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Begin with introspection. Understand your values, passions, and boundaries. Reflect on what invigorates you and how you can align your actions with your true self. Then take the courageous step of expressing that true self to the world. It's not about perfection or universal approval. It's about consistency in your words and actions and showing up authentically every day. Stop pondering over what makes someone attractive or likable. Instead, live by your virtues, embrace your authenticity, and let your genuine self shine. In a society that often values conformity, your authenticity is your superpower. It makes you silently attractive, drawing people towards you effortlessly and profoundly. Number 2. Manners that mesmerize. In an age where digital communication often strips away the nuances of personal interaction, manners offer a bridge back to genuine human connection. As Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When we talk about manners that mesmerize, we're diving into something deeper than just saying please and thank you. We're exploring how the grace of our interactions can leave a lasting impression, much like the enduring wisdom of Stoicism guides us to act with virtue and respect in all aspects of life. Stoicism, with its focus on virtue, self-control, and empathy, aligns perfectly with the concept of mesmerizing manners. It's not just about adhering to social protocols for the sake of appearances. It's about embodying respect, kindness, and consideration for others through our actions. This alignment between Stoic principles and our behavior towards others creates a quietly powerful allure. It signals that we're not only mindful of our actions, but deeply respect those we interact with. Consider the impact of genuinely listening when someone speaks, of fully engaging with them without the distraction of our phones or our own thoughts. As Seneca said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This act of presence, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, communicates that we value the person and the moment we're sharing with them. It's a simple yet profound manner that resonates deeply in today's often disengaged society. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us about the importance of empathy, understanding and sharing the feelings of others. When our manners are infused with genuine empathy, when we're quick to offer a helping hand or a word of support, we're practicing Stoic virtues in the most relatable ways. These acts of kindness and empathy don't just make us more likable, they draw people to us, creating a magnetic pull of warmth and genuine connection. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." But let's also discuss the subtleties of manners, knowing how to navigate the complexities of social interactions with grace. From the etiquette of dining to the art of conversation, these skills reflect mindfulness and respect for the situation and the company we're in. Stoicism doesn't teach us to withdraw from the world but to engage with it thoughtfully, and mastering these social graces is a testament to that engagement. It's about showing that we care enough to put thought into our actions, to honor the unspoken rules that smooth the way for more meaningful interactions. These moments, where someone practices mindful listening and genuine engagement, are memorable because they are rare. In a world where distractions are rampant, offering your full attention becomes a powerful act of kindness. How often do you find yourself half listening, already formulating your response while the other person is still speaking? By consciously practicing better listening, you can create more meaningful connections, showcasing the Stoic principle of being fully present in the moment. Furthermore, consider how empathy can transform your interactions. As Seneca advised, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness." Empathy involves more than just understanding someone's feelings. It requires you to act on that understanding in a supportive way. Whether it's offering a shoulder to lean on or simply acknowledging someone's struggles, these empathetic gestures strengthen bonds and build trust. How can you incorporate more empathy into your daily interactions? Can you think of recent opportunities where a little extra kindness could have made a significant difference? Additionally, mastering the subtleties of social etiquette can greatly enhance how you're perceived. Simple gestures like making eye contact, offering a firm handshake, or waiting your turn to speak can convey respect and attentiveness. These behaviors, though often overlooked, are foundational to good manners and align with the Stoic ideal of acting with virtue and integrity. How do you feel when someone remembers to use your name in a conversation or holds the door open for you? These small acts of courtesy leave lasting positive impressions. Moreover, consider the role of humility in your interactions. Epictetus stated, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." True manners are not about seeking recognition or praise, but about showing genuine respect and kindness regardless of the outcome. When you act with humility, you demonstrate a deep-seated confidence and self-awareness that is both attractive and inspiring. How can you practice humility in your daily life? Are there moments where you can prioritize others' comfort and dignity over your own need for recognition? Incorporating these principles into your daily routine can help you develop manners that truly mesmerize. Think about starting each day with the intention of treating others with respect, empathy, and kindness. How would this focus change your interactions and relationships? The benefits extend beyond making a good impression. They create a ripple effect of positivity and mutual respect. When we act with genuine manners, we elevate our own character and contribute to a more considerate and connected community. Mastering manners that mesmerize involves more than just following social niceties. It requires a deep commitment to respect, empathy, and humility. By embracing these Stoic principles, you can create meaningful connections and leave lasting positive impressions on everyone you meet. So the next time you engage with someone, remember to listen actively, empathize sincerely, and act with humility. Your manners will not only reflect your inner virtues, but also inspire others to act with the same grace and respect. In doing so, you'll embody the true essence of Stoicism, becoming silently attractive and profoundly impactful in your social interactions. Number 3. The silent language of the body. It's fascinating how much we can communicate without ever saying a word. Our posture, our gestures, even the way we move through a room, all of it sends signals to those around us. As Epictetus said, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Stoicism at its core teaches us about control and awareness, not just of our minds, but also of our bodies. It's about understanding that our external expressions are reflections of our internal states. When we talk about body language from a Stoic perspective, it's not just about manipulating our gestures to appear a certain way. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. It's about aligning our outer movements with our inner virtues and intentions. It's about integrity and coherence between what we feel and what we show. Consider the simple act of maintaining good posture. It's not just about looking confident, it's a physical manifestation of self-respect and personal dignity, qualities highly esteemed in Stoicism. As Seneca said, we should every night call ourselves to an account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed, what temptation resisted, what virtue acquired? When you stand tall with your shoulders back and head held high, you're not just telling the world that you're confident. You're telling yourself that you're worthy of respect. This self-assured stance naturally draws people towards you, creating an aura of approachability and trustworthiness. But it doesn't stop at posture. The subtleties of our facial expressions, the warmth of our smile, the sincerity in our eye contact, all these elements of body language are deeply communicative. They have the power to bridge gaps, to make others feel seen and understood without a word being spoken. A genuine smile can disarm the most guarded heart, while sincere eye contact can forge a connection that feels as deep as any conversation. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Stoicism encourages us to be present and mindful in every moment, and this extends to our body language. Being truly present means being aware of how we're physically engaging with those around us. It's about ensuring our body language reflects our genuine feelings and intentions, whether it's showing empathy, openness, or simply a readiness to engage. This mindful approach to nonverbal communication invites genuine interactions and relationships built on a foundation of trust and respect. How can we apply Stoic principles to master the art of body language? As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. It starts with self-awareness. Take the time to observe your own nonverbal cues. Are you truly present in your interactions, or are you closed off, perhaps without even realizing it? Are your gestures open and inviting, or do they erect barriers between you and others? Practice being in the moment, fully attentive to the person you're engaging with. Let your body language flow from a place of sincerity and intention. To illustrate, think of a modern scenario. You're in a meeting, presenting an idea. Instead of slumping or fidgeting, you stand tall, make eye contact, and use open gestures. Your colleagues are more likely to engage with and respect your ideas. Now imagine applying this in everyday life. Whether you're at a social event or simply interacting with a stranger, your mindful body language can create positive, lasting impressions. How often do we find ourselves missing these opportunities because we're not present, not fully engaged? By practicing mindful body language, you not only enhance your own self-awareness, but also enrich your interactions, making each encounter more meaningful and impactful. Start by consciously checking in with yourself throughout the day. Notice how you stand, how you sit, how you interact with others. Are you open and engaged, or closed off and distracted? Make small adjustments to align your body language with your inner state of calm and confidence. As you practice this alignment, you'll find that your interactions become smoother, more genuine, and more fulfilling. This approach not only benefits you but also positively influences those around you, creating an environment of mutual respect and understanding. In the end, mastering the silent language of the body through Stoic principles allows you to navigate social situations with grace and authenticity, making you silently attractive and deeply impactful in all your interactions. Number 4. The subtle scent of sophistication. It's amazing how a single fragrance can transport us back in time, evoke emotion, or even shape our perception of someone. As Seneca said, time discovers truth. Choosing a fragrance is not just about picking a perfume or cologne. It's about selecting a scent that becomes an integral part of your identity, leaving a lasting impression without a single word needing to be exchanged. Stoicism teaches us the importance of intentionality in all aspects of life, including the seemingly mundane choice of a fragrance. Marcus Aurelius once remarked, "Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. Your scent should align with who you are and the impression you wish to leave on the world, rather than merely following the latest trends or choosing the most expensive brand. Scent is a form of nonverbal communication that, when chosen thoughtfully, reflects your inner self and values. A signature scent is not just an accessory, it's a personal statement, a subtle yet powerful way of expressing your uniqueness." Epictetus wisely noted, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Just as Stoics believe in the significance of our actions and words reflecting our inner virtues, a carefully chosen fragrance can serve as a reflection of your personality, mood, and even your aspirations. It's an olfactory fingerprint that says, "This is me," creating a sensory memory in the minds and noses of those you meet. Choosing this scent requires mindfulness. It involves understanding not just the fragrances you're drawn to, but also how they blend with your natural body chemistry, the environments you frequent, and the message you want to convey. Do you want to evoke a sense of calm and reliability? Perhaps a clean, fresh scent. Or maybe you wish to be remembered as bold and adventurous. Then something with spicy or woody notes might be your call. As Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." The key here is coherence, ensuring that your scent choice is an extension of your personality and values, much like the Stoic principle of living in harmony with one's true nature. Moreover, the Stoic practice of moderation applies here as well. It's not about overwhelming those around you with an intense fragrance, but rather choosing a scent that invites them closer, that whispers rather than shouts. It's a scent that lingers in a room, leaving a subtle yet indelible mark, much like the quiet but profound impact we hope to have on the world through our actions and choices guided by Stoicism. In modern life, this approach to fragrance can be a game changer. Imagine walking into a business meeting or social event with a scent that perfectly encapsulates your essence: calm, confident, and authentic. People will remember you not just for what you said, but for the subtle, sophisticated presence you brought into the room. It's a form of silent communication that speaks volumes about your character. As you explore and choose your signature scent, let it be a reflection of your true self, much like the Stoic pursuit of living in accordance with one's values and virtues. This mindful approach not only enhances your personal presence, but also creates a lasting, positive impression on those around you. The subtle scent of sophistication is about more than just smelling good. It's about expressing your true self and leaving a memorable mark on the world. By choosing a fragrance that reflects your inner values and intentions, you can communicate silently, yet powerfully, drawing people towards you in a way that's both genuine and impactful. Embrace this Stoic habit, and let your scent be a testament to your thoughtful, intentional approach to life. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Comment below with one word that describes how you feel about the 12 socially attractive habits. Leave a comment saying, "Empowered." Your thoughts mean a lot to us, and we can't wait to read them. Number 5. Style with substance. The way we present ourselves to the world speaks volumes, telling a story without uttering a single word. As Seneca said, "A great mind becomes a great fortune." Stoicism doesn't preach about renouncing material possessions or ignoring our appearance. Instead, it guides us toward living with intention, including how we express ourselves through our style. Stoicism teaches us the value of authenticity and simplicity, urging us to focus on what truly matters. When it comes to style, this doesn't mean adhering to a minimalist aesthetic or foregoing fashion altogether. As Epictetus said, "Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." It means choosing clothes that resonate with our true selves, garments that reflect our personality, values, and the roles we play in life. It's about making deliberate choices that harmonize with our inner essence, rather than mindlessly following every fleeting trend. Think about it. When you wear something that feels right, something that screams you, how do you feel? Confident, comfortable, maybe even a bit invincible. That's because aligning your external appearance with your internal world amplifies your authenticity. It makes you stand out not because you're flashy or extravagant, but because you're radiating a sense of self that's uniquely yours. But style goes beyond just clothes. It encompasses your entire aesthetic, from the way you wear your hair to the accessories that become extensions of your persona. Each choice is a brushstroke in the masterpiece that is you. Stoicism encourages us to make these choices consciously, to ensure they add value, not just noise. So how do we apply Stoic wisdom to our style? As Seneca said, "The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time." The goal isn't to impress others, but to express your true self in a way that's genuine and enforced. Remember, your style isn't static. As you grow, evolve, and navigate through life, your style will shift and change. That's perfectly okay. The key is to remain true to yourself through these transitions, allowing your external expression to evolve with your internal journey. How do you ensure your style speaks authentically about you? It begins with mindful selection. Choose garments and accessories that resonate with your core values and genuine self. Each item you select should enhance your sense of self, projecting confidence and authenticity. Think about the role of simplicity in your style. Epictetus reminds us, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." By focusing on simplicity, you eliminate the excess and focus on what truly matters. A streamlined wardrobe filled with pieces you love and that reflect your essence is more powerful than a closet overflowing with items chosen to impress others. Simplicity is not about deprivation. It's about curating a selection that speaks volumes about who you are. Consider how your external appearance can serve as an extension of your inner philosophy. As Seneca noted, "A good character once established lasts forever." When you dress in a manner that is true to your character, it becomes a lasting impression on those you meet. Your style is a visual manifestation of your inner virtues. By staying true to your principles, you ensure that your appearance is always a genuine reflection of your soul. To maintain this authenticity, regularly assess your wardrobe. Remove items that no longer align with your evolving self. As Marcus Aurelius advised, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Let your wardrobe reflect the current state of your soul, embracing change as a natural part of growth. Each phase of your life brings new insights and values, and your style should adapt accordingly. How do you feel when you put on an outfit that truly represents you? That sense of empowerment and alignment is what you should strive for every day. Your style should make you feel strong and true to yourself. Remember, the goal is not to follow trends, but to set your own. Be a beacon of authenticity in a world often dominated by superficiality. As you continue on your journey of self-discovery, let your style evolve naturally. Don't be afraid to experiment and take risks, but always stay true to your core values. Your authenticity is your greatest asset, and it will naturally attract others who appreciate your genuine self. In the end, Being silently attractive is about more than just looking good. It's about feeling good and being true to yourself. So next time you get dressed, ask yourself, does this outfit represent who I am? Does it reflect my values and my journey? If the answer is yes, then you're on the right path. Embrace your style with substance, and let it be a testament to your Stoic wisdom and personal authenticity. As you navigate through life, remember that true attractiveness comes from within, radiating outward through every choice you make, including how you present yourself to the world. Number 6, being fully present. This isn't just advice, it's a powerful call to action, a remedy to the superficial interactions that have become all too common in our fast-paced world. Believe it or not, it ties beautifully into Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes living in the present and appreciating the moment for what it is. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Thou must now at last perceive of what universe thou art a part, and of what administrator of the universe thy existence is an efflux, and that a limit of time is fixed for thee, which if thou dost not use for clearing away the clouds from thy mind, it will go, and thou wilt go, and it will never return." Stoicism teaches us the value of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. When we apply this to our interactions with others, it means giving them our full attention, free from the pull of past regrets or future anxieties. It's about engaging with them wholeheartedly, with a sense of presence that says, "You are important to me and there's nowhere else I'd rather be." This kind of attention is rare and precious, and it can transform even the most mundane interaction into a meaningful connection. As Epictetus said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Being present involves more than just physically showing up. It requires active engagement with the here and now, listening not just to respond, but to truly understand. It's the difference between having a conversation with someone who's constantly checking their phone and talking to someone who's completely focused on you, making you feel seen and heard. The latter can leave a lasting impression, creating a sense of warmth and genuineness that's irresistibly attractive. But how do we cultivate this presence in a world that constantly vies for our attention? As Seneca said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." It starts with mindfulness, the practice of being aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By becoming more mindful, we can catch ourselves when our minds start to wander and gently bring our focus back to the present. Like any skill, mindfulness improves with practice and patience. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to appreciate the beauty of the present moment and see it as a gift. Every interaction, no matter how brief, is an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. When we approach our interactions with this mindset, we not only enrich our own lives, but also touch the lives of those around us in profound ways. Being present also means being vulnerable, allowing ourselves to be seen and to see others without the shields we often put up. As Marcus Aurelius said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." It's about dropping the facade and connecting on a human level, recognizing that at our core we all seek understanding and connection. This vulnerability, though it may seem daunting, is incredibly powerful. It breaks down barriers and builds trust, laying the foundation for deeper, more meaningful relationships. Imagine you're at a dinner party. You meet someone who makes eye contact, listens intently, and responds thoughtfully to everything you say. You feel valued, respected, and understood. Contrast this with someone who's constantly glancing at their phone or looking around the room. Which person leaves a lasting positive impression? This simple act of being present can transform your interactions, making you more attractive and approachable in any social situation. Being fully present also means embracing the unpredictability of life. How often do we find ourselves worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, missing out on the richness of the present moment? By focusing on what we can control, the here and now, we can reduce stress and anxiety, leading to a calmer, more centered existence. This Stoic principle is not just a philosophical ideal, but a practical tool for everyday life. Moreover, consider how being present can improve your professional relationships. In a business meeting, giving your full attention to colleagues can foster better communication, enhance teamwork, and lead to more effective problem-solving. It shows respect and professionalism, qualities that are highly valued in any workplace. How can you ensure that you are fully present in your daily interactions? One way is to practice active listening. This means not just hearing the words, but understanding the emotions and intentions behind them. It involves asking open-ended questions, showing empathy, and providing thoughtful feedback. By doing so, you demonstrate that you value the other person's perspective, strengthening your connection with them. Being present also involves managing distractions. In today's digital age, it's easy to be constantly bombarded by notifications, emails, and social media updates. Consider setting specific times for checking your devices, creating a distraction-free environment during important interactions, and prioritizing face-to-face communication whenever possible. Finally, remember that being present is a continuous practice. It requires regular self-reflection and a commitment to improving your mindfulness. By making a conscious effort to be fully engaged in your interactions, you can cultivate deeper relationships, reduce stress, and lead a more fulfilling life. Being fully present is a powerful habit that can transform your personal and professional relationships. By embracing the Stoic principles of mindfulness, empathy, and self-awareness, you can create meaningful connections and leave a lasting positive impression on those around you. Time you find your mind wandering, gently bring your focus back to the present moment. Listen actively, engage wholeheartedly, and appreciate the beauty of now. Your presence is a gift, both to yourself and to those you interact with. Embrace it fully, and you'll discover a new level of silent attractiveness that draws people towards you, creating a lasting impact on their lives and yours. Number 7. A touch of mystery. Imagine being someone who captivates others not by overwhelming them with information, but by sparking curiosity and leaving them wanting to know more. This selective sharing creates an allure that draws people in, eager to learn more about the person behind the curtain. As Seneca said, it is quality rather than quantity that matters. Stoicism, with its emphasis on inner reflection and personal growth, encourages us to focus on developing our character rather than seeking external validation. This philosophy aligns perfectly with cultivating a sense of mystery. By not laying all our cards on the table, we invite others to engage more deeply, to look beyond the surface. It's a subtle invitation to explore, a signal that there's more to us than meets the eye. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." This doesn't mean playing games or constructing a facade. Rather, it's about allowing our complexity and depth to unfold naturally over time. Consider the difference between a book that gives away the plot in the first few pages and one that weaves a tale you can't put down, revealing its secrets layer by layer. Which one captivates you more? The same principle applies to personal interactions. A touch of mystery can transform a conversation from a mere exchange of information into an intriguing discovery. As Epictetus said, "If you wish to be a writer, write." This means making each interaction with us a chapter in a story that others are eager to continue, creating a magnetic pull toward the depth of our character. But how do we strike the right balance? It begins with mindfulness about what we share and the intention behind it. It's about sharing with purpose, not out of an impulse to fill the silence or because we feel pressured by the oversharing culture. It requires self-control, a virtue extolled by Stoicism, to navigate the fine line between being open and maintaining a touch of mystery. As Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." It's also about valuing the quality of our connections over the quantity, understanding that deeper relationships are built on a foundation of mutual discovery and respect for each other's depth. Embracing a touch of mystery reflects respect for our own inner world. It acknowledges that some thoughts, experiences, and dreams are so precious that they gain value when not freely given away. This selective sharing is not about withholding, but about cherishing. It makes the eventual sharing all the more meaningful because it's offered, not demanded. In practicing this Stoic approach to mystery, we also learn to listen more. As Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. By being less eager to fill the space with our own stories, we open ourselves to hearing others and truly engaging with their essence. This creates a reciprocal dynamic, a dance of give and take that enriches both sides of the conversation. It fosters a genuine curiosity and connection that can be deeply satisfying. In modern life, where oversharing on social media has become the norm, maintaining a touch of mystery can be refreshing and powerful. Think about the last time you met someone who didn't reveal everything about themselves right away. Their air of mystery likely intrigued you, making you more interested in getting to know them. How can you apply this to your own life? Start by being mindful of your conversations. Instead of immediately sharing everything about yourself, consider what parts of your story might be more meaningful if revealed over time. This doesn't mean being secretive, but rather thoughtful about how you share your life with others. Moreover, consider how you present yourself in different social situations. Are there aspects of your personality or experiences that you can gradually share to build deeper connections? This approach not only keeps others interested, but also allows for a more genuine connection as people get to know you over time. It's about creating an ongoing narrative that others want to be part of. Additionally, practice listening actively. When you're fully engaged in listening, you're not only showing respect to the other person, but also learning more about them, which can deepen your connection. Embracing mystery also involves embracing your own journey of self-discovery. As you grow and evolve, there will always be new layers of yourself to uncover and share. This continuous personal growth can be fascinating to those around you, making your story one that people want to follow. In summary, cultivating a touch of mystery is about finding the balance between openness and selective sharing. By being mindful of what and how you share, you create a magnetic allure that draws people in. Embrace the Stoic virtues of self-control, mindfulness, and respect for your own inner world. This approach not only makes you more attractive, but also enriches your interactions and relationships. So, next time you engage with others, remember the power of a touch of mystery. Share thoughtfully, listen actively, and allow your complexity to unfold naturally over time. This practice will not only enhance your social presence, but also create deeper, more meaningful connections. Number 8. Cultural wisdom. This isn't just about knowing facts or being able to name capitals, it's about understanding the soul of different cultures, appreciating their traditions, their struggles, and their joys. It's a journey of expanding our horizons guided by the Stoic pursuit of knowledge and the virtue of wisdom, to cultivate a global mindset that celebrates diversity and fosters empathy. Stoicism teaches us the importance of developing an understanding that goes beyond our immediate experiences. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This encourages us to look outward, learn from the world around us, and see the common humanity in all people. Cultivating cultural wisdom means stepping into the shoes of others, exploring the rich tapestry of human culture, and in doing so, we broaden our own perspectives and break down the barriers that often divide us. Imagine the depth and richness that cultural wisdom adds to our conversations and interactions. As Seneca said, "Travel and change of place impart new vigor to the mind." When we can share a story from a different culture, express understanding, or even say a few words in another language, we're building bridges. We're showing respect for the experiences of others and signaling that we value diversity, not as an abstract concept, but as a lived reality. This doesn't require us to be world travelers or to have an encyclopedic knowledge of every culture. As Epictetus said, If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Rather, it's about cultivating curiosity, an open mind, and a genuine interest in learning from the world's myriad ways of life. Moreover, Stoicism's emphasis on self-improvement and personal growth aligns perfectly with the pursuit of cultural wisdom. By exposing ourselves to different worldviews and philosophies, we're not just collecting information, we're challenging our assumptions, confronting our biases, and growing in empathy. We're engaging in a form of self-education that shapes us into more well-rounded, compassionate individuals capable of engaging with the world in a more meaningful way. As Marcus Aurelius said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This principle reminds us that happiness and wisdom come from within, influenced by our thoughts and perspectives. But how do we cultivate this cultural wisdom? It starts with small, intentional steps. Reading books by authors from around the world, watching films that offer a window into different lives, and engaging with art and music from diverse cultures. It's about seeking out conversations that broaden our understanding and push us out of our comfort zones. Every cultural encounter, every piece of knowledge gained, adds a layer to our understanding, enriching our perspective and enhancing our ability to connect with others. Think about the last time you learned something new about a different culture. How did it make you feel? Did it change the way you see the world or how you interact with others? This pursuit of cultural wisdom isn't just an academic exercise. It's a way to build deeper, more meaningful relationships with people from all walks of life. When we show that we're willing to learn and respect different cultures, we demonstrate a level of humility and openness that's incredibly attractive and engaging. Moreover, in today's interconnected world, having cultural wisdom can significantly enhance our personal and professional lives. Whether it's understanding the cultural nuances of a colleague from another country, or appreciating the diverse backgrounds of our friends and neighbors, this wisdom allows us to navigate social interactions with greater sensitivity and insight. Consider incorporating cultural wisdom into your daily routine. You might start by setting aside time each week to explore a new culture through books, documentaries, or online resources. Attend cultural festivals or community events that celebrate diversity. As you continue this journey, remember that cultural wisdom is not just about knowledge, it's about empathy and connection. It's about recognizing the shared humanity that binds us all, despite our differences. This understanding can transform the way we see the world and interact with those around us. By embracing cultural wisdom, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a more inclusive, compassionate world. In conclusion, cultivating cultural wisdom is a vital habit for those seeking to be silently attractive and socially engaging. By following the Stoic principles of curiosity, empathy, and continuous self-improvement, we can expand our horizons and foster deeper connections with others. Embark on this journey of cultural exploration with an open mind and a willing heart. Embrace the diversity of human experience and let it enrich your understanding and appreciation of the world. Through this, you'll not only become more attractive and engaging, but also a more empathetic and wise individual, capable of making a meaningful impact in your interactions and relationships. Number 9. The heartbeat of compassion. This isn't just about feeling sorry for someone, it's about truly understanding their experiences, their joys and their struggles, and connecting with them on a deep emotional level. As Seneca said, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness. Compassion is the bridge that links our hearts, allowing us to see beyond our differences and recognize the shared humanity that binds us all. In the rich tapestry of Stoicism, compassion holds a special place, reflecting the philosophy's core principles of empathy, community, and the interconnectedness of all beings. Stoicism teaches us the value of recognizing our common bonds, urging us to extend our concern beyond our immediate circle to the wider community and the world at large. As Marcus Aurelius said, "We are all fellow citizens of one world." It's a call to action, encouraging us to feel deeply and act on those feelings meaningfully. When we approach others with compassion, we're doing more than just offering sympathy. We're offering a part of ourselves, our time, our attention, and our support. This act of giving, of stepping outside ourselves to alleviate the burdens of another, is one of the most magnetic, attractive qualities a person can possess. As Epictetus said, "Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems." Compassion draws people to us, creating a warmth and depth in our relationships that is impossible to fabricate. But compassion isn't always easy. It requires us to confront our own discomfort and sit with the pain of others without rushing to offer quick fixes or platitudes. It asks us to listen deeply and understand before seeking to be understood. This level of engagement can be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. As Seneca said, "We should give as we would receive, cheerfully, quickly, and without hesitation, for there is no grace in a benefit that sticks to the fingers." By opening our hearts to the experiences of others, we not only help to lighten their load but also enrich our own lives, gaining insights and perspectives that we might otherwise have missed. Moreover, compassion fosters a sense of belonging and community in a world that can often feel isolating and divided. Acts of compassion remind us that we are not alone, that we are part of something larger than ourselves. This sense of connection is what many of us crave at a fundamental level, and it's what makes compassion such a powerful tool for building relationships. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" When we show genuine concern for the well-being of others, we're laying the foundation for deep, lasting bonds that transcend the superficialities of everyday interaction. Practicing compassion also requires a certain degree of vulnerability. It means opening ourselves up to the possibility of being affected by the suffering of others, of feeling their pain as if it were our own. This vulnerability might seem daunting, but it's also a strength. As Epictetus said, "It is not death or pain that is to be dreaded, but the fear of pain or death." Demonstrating this level of emotional openness and authenticity shows that we're willing to put aside our ego to connect with others in a raw and real way. This authenticity is magnetic, drawing others to us in a way that surface-level interactions never could. You meet a colleague who is going through a tough time. Instead of offering superficial condolences, you take the time to listen, understand their situation, and offer genuine support. Maybe you share your own experiences to show empathy, or you help them find practical solutions. This kind of interaction not only helps your colleague feel supported, but also strengthens your bond, making your relationship more meaningful. How often do we miss these opportunities for deeper connection because we're too focused on our own lives? By practicing compassion, we can transform our relationships and create a more supportive and connected community. Think about how practicing compassion can impact your everyday interactions. When you approach people with empathy and kindness, you create an environment of mutual respect and understanding. This can be as simple as offering a smile, a kind word, or a helping hand. These small acts of compassion can have a ripple effect, encouraging others to act kindly and empathetically in return. How can you incorporate more acts of compassion into your daily routine? Can you think of moments where a small act of kindness made a significant impact on your day? Incorporating compassion into your life also involves self-compassion. Being kind and understanding towards yourself when you make mistakes or face challenges is crucial for maintaining emotional well-being. As you practice self-compassion, you'll find it easier to extend the same kindness to others. This balanced approach to compassion, both for yourself and others, creates a positive cycle of empathy and support. Embracing the heartbeat of compassion is about connecting deeply with others through empathy and kindness. By following the Stoic principles of understanding, community, and vulnerability, we can build meaningful relationships and create a supportive environment. Time you interact with someone, take a moment to listen deeply, offer genuine support, and show kindness. These acts of compassion will not only enrich your relationships but also make you silently attractive and deeply impactful in your community. Embrace compassion as a core habit, and you'll discover a new level of connection and fulfillment in your interactions with others. Number 10. Laughter. The best medicine. It's often said that laughter is the best medicine, and while it may not cure all ailments, it certainly has the power to transform the atmosphere of a room and the mood of its inhabitants. As Seneca said, "It is more fitting for a man to laugh at life than to lament over it." Laughter, with its infectious nature and ability to lighten even the heaviest of hearts, holds a special kind of magic. At first glance, Stoicism and laughter might seem like unlikely companions, yet Stoicism at its core is about living a good life, finding joy in the present moment, and connecting deeply with others, goals that laughter directly facilitates. The Stoics understood the value of joy and the importance of not taking life too seriously all the time. As Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." They knew that laughter could be a powerful tool for resilience, a way to face the absurdity and challenges of life with a lighter heart. It's in this shared laughter that we find common ground, a reminder that despite our differences, we all share the capacity for joy. Laughter also embodies the Stoic principle of focusing on the present. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." In a moment of genuine laughter, we're fully engaged in the here and now, free from worries about the past or anxiety about the future. It's a form of mindfulness, a way of fully appreciating the present moment and the joy it can hold. When we laugh, we're not just enjoying a temporary escape from life's difficulties. We're practicing a form of Stoic acceptance, acknowledging that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can choose to embrace life's lighter moments with open arms. Moreover, laughter is a powerful connector. It breaks down barriers and builds bridges. In shared moments of humor, we find ourselves more open, more connected, and more human. As Seneca said, "Life is like a play. It's not the length but the excellence of the acting that matters." This aligns with the Stoic emphasis on community and the interconnectedness of all people. By laughing together, we're reminded of our shared humanity, of the common experiences and emotions that bind us. Laughter creates a sense of belonging, a feeling that despite our diverse backgrounds and life stories, we're not so different after all. But how do we cultivate more laughter in our lives? As Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." It starts with not taking ourselves too seriously. It's about being open to the absurdity of life, finding humor in our mistakes and learning to laugh at ourselves. This doesn't mean ignoring the seriousness of certain situations or dismissing the real challenges we face. Instead, it's about balancing our perspective, recognizing that joy and sorrow are both integral parts of the human experience. It's about seeking out and creating opportunities for joy, whether through engaging with lighthearted content, spending time with people who make us laugh, or simply practicing the art of seeing the humor in everyday situations. Consider a modern scenario. You're stuck in a frustrating situation like a traffic jam or a long line at the store. Instead of letting frustration take over, find something humorous in the situation. Maybe the absurdity of everyone being in the same predicament, or a funny podcast you can listen to while you wait. This shift in perspective can turn a negative experience into a more bearable one, maybe even a positive one. How often do you let minor inconveniences ruin your day? By adopting a lighter attitude, you can navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and resilience. Moreover, think about the impact of laughter on your relationships. When you share a laugh with someone, you create a bond that goes beyond words. It shows that you appreciate their company and enjoy being with them. In professional settings, humor can also play a vital role. It can diffuse tension, foster teamwork, and make the workplace more enjoyable. How can you bring a sense of humor to your work environment? Maybe it's starting meetings with a lighthearted comment, celebrating small wins with a joke, or simply maintaining a positive and cheerful demeanor. By doing so, you contribute to a more pleasant and productive atmosphere. Additionally, consider how humor and laughter can enhance your mental health. Laughter triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, promoting an overall sense of well-being. It can also improve your immune system, relieve pain, and protect you from the damaging effects of stress. Laughter truly is the best medicine, offering numerous benefits for your emotional, social, and physical health. By embracing the Stoic philosophy of finding joy in the present moment and not taking life too seriously, you can cultivate a habit of laughter that enhances your life in many ways. So the next time you find yourself in a challenging situation, remember to look for the humor, share a laugh, and appreciate the lighter side of life. This practice will not only make you more resilient, but also more attractive and engaging to those around you. Embrace laughter as a vital part of your daily life, and you'll discover a new level of happiness and connection with others. Number 11. The art of self-care. In a world that often pushes us to prioritize everything and everyone above ourselves, there's a quiet yet radical act of rebellion that can profoundly transform our lives: self-care. As Seneca said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." Self-care goes far beyond the occasional spa day or indulgence in treats. It's about making a deliberate effort to care for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-mastery and understanding what is within our control. Caring for oneself in this light is not an act of selfishness, but an exercise in recognizing our responsibility to maintain our own well-being. As Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." The Stoics believed in the value of the self and the significance of ensuring that we are at our best. Why? Because it is only from a place of strength and well-being that we can effectively contribute to the world around us, live in accordance with our values, and fulfill our duties to others. Self-care from a Stoic perspective is about showing respect for the gift of life and the body and mind that carry us through it. It's about acknowledging that our capacity to think, feel, and act according to our principles is inherently linked to how well we look after ourselves. This form of self-respect is the foundation upon which we build our interactions with the world. When we value ourselves enough to prioritize our health and happiness, we're better equipped to face life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. But self-care in the Stoic sense isn't just about physical health. It's also about cultivating a healthy mind and emotional resilience. It involves practicing mindfulness, engaging in reflective thought, and seeking out activities that enrich us intellectually and spiritually. This holistic approach to self-care ensures that we're not just physically fit, but also emotionally and mentally prepared to engage with the complexities of life in a meaningful way. As Seneca said, "The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable." By practicing self-care, we can create a ripple effect. When we're at our best, we can offer more to others. We become more patient, understanding, and present in our relationships. We contribute to our communities with greater enthusiasm and effectiveness. This is the embodiment of the Stoic ideal of living in service to the common good. Taking care of ourselves, we're indirectly taking care of those around us because we're in a better position to offer support, wisdom, and kindness. As Epictetus said, "We are not privy to the stories behind people's actions, so we should be patient with others and suspend our judgment of them." So, how do we integrate self-care into our daily lives in a way that reflects Stoic values? It starts with simple, intentional actions: eating nutritious foods that fuel our bodies, engaging in physical activity that strengthens us, ensuring we get enough rest, and setting aside time for reflection and relaxation. It also means setting boundaries to protect our time and energy, saying no when necessary, and prioritizing activities that align with our values and contribute to our growth. Imagine incorporating a daily routine that balances work, leisure, and self-improvement. How would this affect your overall well-being and your interactions with others? For example, starting your day with a few minutes of mindfulness or meditation can set a positive tone, allowing you to face challenges with a clear and focused mind. Engaging in regular physical activity not only boosts your physical health, but also releases endorphins that enhance your mood. How often do you make time for activities that nourish your mind and spirit? Reading, learning something new, or simply spending time in nature can be rejuvenating. Furthermore, self-care involves emotional health. This means acknowledging and processing your feelings, seeking support when needed, and maintaining healthy relationships. Developing a support system of friends, family, or professionals can provide a safety net, ensuring you have someone to turn to in times of need. Practicing gratitude can also shift your focus from what you lack to appreciating what you have, fostering a positive outlook on life. Setting clear boundaries and managing your time effectively, you can prevent burnout and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Taking breaks, delegating tasks, and prioritizing your workload can enhance productivity and job satisfaction. Reflect on how you can integrate these self-care practices into your daily life. Are there areas where you can make small adjustments to improve your well-being? Whether it's adjusting your diet, incorporating more physical activity, or setting aside time for relaxation and reflection, each step you take towards self-care is a step toward a healthier, more balanced life. In conclusion, mastering the art of self-care is essential for leading a fulfilling and resilient life. By embracing Stoic principles and making deliberate efforts to care for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being, we can enhance our capacity to contribute positively to the world around us. As you go through your day, remember to prioritize self-care, set healthy boundaries, and engage in activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. This practice will not only benefit you, but also enable you to offer more to those you care about, creating a ripple effect of well-being and positive energy. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear from you. Comment below with one word that describes how you feel about the power of silent attraction. Leave a comment saying, "Inspiring." Your thoughts mean a lot to us, and we can't wait to read them. Number 12. The allure of independence. This concept resonates deeply in a society that often champions self-reliance and personal freedom. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." However, when we peel back the layers, we find that the true essence of independence is not about solitude or isolation, but about the strength and confidence that come from knowing you can stand on your own. This strength, a central tenet of Stoicism, is not just about the ability to survive without assistance, but about thriving on your own terms, making decisions aligned with your values, and living a life that is authentically yours. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-discipline, personal responsibility, and the pursuit of virtue, teaches us that true independence is internal. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." It's the freedom that comes from mastering your desires, being in control of your emotions, and understanding that your happiness and peace of mind come from within, not from external circumstances or the opinions of others. This philosophical approach encourages us to cultivate independence rooted in self-sufficiency, resilience, and the understanding that we have the power to shape our lives according to our principles. The allure of this kind of independence is profound. It's attractive because it represents a person who is not easily swayed by the tides of popular opinion and who does not rely on external validation to feel valued or successful. As Seneca said, "Let us train our minds to desire what the situation demands." This independence manifests in the confidence to make choices that are right for you, even when they go against the grain. It's about having the courage to follow your path, embrace your uniqueness, and live a life that truly reflects who you are. However, embracing independence doesn't mean rejecting the support and companionship of others. On the contrary, Stoicism teaches us the value of community and mutual support. The key is finding the balance between enjoying meaningful connections with others and maintaining the autonomy to pursue your own goals and values. It's about building relationships that respect your independence and encourage your growth, rather than those that constrain or define you. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears." Cultivating this sense of independence requires introspection and self-awareness. It involves regularly examining your values, goals, and the motivations behind your actions. Are you pursuing something because it truly resonates with you, or because you feel pressured by societal expectations? It also involves developing resilience, the ability to face challenges and setbacks without losing sight of your values or your sense of self. This internal fortitude allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and confidence, knowing that you have the strength to overcome obstacles on your own terms. Consider a modern story to illustrate this concept. Think of someone who decides to pursue a career path that is unconventional and not immediately lucrative, like an artist or a social entrepreneur. Despite societal pressure to choose a more secure or prestigious profession, they follow their passion because it aligns with their values and brings them fulfillment. Over time, their dedication and authenticity attract opportunities and support from like-minded individuals. Their independence, rooted in self-awareness and resilience, becomes a powerful force that inspires others and creates meaningful impact. Have you ever made a decision that felt right for you, even though it went against the expectations of others? How did it feel to stand by your values and follow your path? Furthermore, this kind of independence allows you to form deeper, more authentic connections. When you are confident in who you are and what you stand for, you attract people who appreciate you for your true self. These relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding, rather than dependency or superficiality. The allure of independence lies in the strength and confidence that come from knowing you can stand on your own. By embracing Stoic principles of self-discipline, personal responsibility, and resilience, you can cultivate a profound sense of self-sufficiency and authenticity. This independence not only enhances your personal well-being, but also enriches your relationships and empowers you to make a meaningful impact on the world. So take the time to explore your values, build your resilience, and embrace the journey of living a life that is truly your own. In doing so, you'll discover the silent, magnetic power of true independence and inspire others to do the same. As we wrap up this journey through the Stoic art of silent attraction, remember that the most profound connections are often forged in the quiet moments, through the subtle strength of our character, and in the authentic expression of our true selves. As Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Embrace these principles in your daily life and watch as the world around you transforms, drawing others to the warmth of your presence and the depth of your spirit. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Your engagement and curiosity are what make this community so special. If this conversation has sparked a desire for more, I invite you to watch one of the suggested videos on your screen. Dive deeper, continue growing, and let the timeless wisdom of Stoicism illuminate your path. How have these Stoic habits impacted your life? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more insights and practical wisdom. Remember, in the silence of your actions, your life speaks volumes.